Mhm. All right, what's good? It's Brother God, and welcome to part five. It is, yeah, part five of What If Deku ate the Pika no Mi, and let's just say, and yeah, this is no lie. It took me a while to do this, but like not to do it, but like to like get it started, and I was going, I'm not gonna do it, but it's working now, so I'm gonna do it now. Where would I left off? Where I left off at? Oh yeah. It was after the tournament, and they was just about to pick their hero names. Everyone, y'all should know everyone's hero names is the same: Creative, Gravity, Lord Explosion, Murder. That name still make me laugh. I swear. Um, Shoto because I guess he just hadn't had a creative bone in his body. I mean, Froggy, Pinky, stuff like that. Names are some of them names just oozes out creativity, like Tail Man or Grape Juice. There's such insight. All right. Enough of my ranting or whatever. What Deku's hero name gonna be? And his hero name is going to be. I'm going to give his hero name uh, Nova. Why? Because, I mean, he's made of light. That's all I got. I mean, look at just look at the picture you see right there. And that light laser foot thing. Yeah, it was out of that or Ground Zero, and Ground Zero is kind of it's good, no lie, I like it, but that's more of a Bakugo thing. I mean, this works too. I mean, it works for this What If too, because his light could literally nuke a city if he wanted to. So I mean, it's not off. It's not really off, but I feel like he'd probably go with Nova because Deku wouldn't really go for something so you know Bakugo-ish. Despite having the power to nuke a city, yeah, he wouldn't go for that. So his hero name is Nova. His outfit is what you see right there. Uh, I guess the only real difference is the thing he's his shoes. They would have like the shoot style thing because how how his shoes are for when he developed his legs. And this way he kind of already did that pretty soon, actually, like pretty early on. So he gets shoot style rather early, and what else? He gets the shades too, so that's pretty cool. All right, moving on. After the hero names have been called and all that, I don't know exactly what happened after that because I'm just going off of memory. But what happened after that is they're gonna go to their internships, and no one really actually said kind of what internship he would go to, and no one really, I'm pretty sure I asked that too, but no one really thought of anything. And I'm assuming I can't, well, I would say Gran Torino, but that wouldn't really work. I mean, it could because he know about One for All and all that, but actually, it work out more than you think because they both fast and stuff. But that's that's not really what he's after. I guess that's the best way to put it. Uh, you know what, you know what, you know what. He's gonna go. He's gonna go with. Hmm. want to say Endeavor, or should I say Gran Torino? Mm, you know what? You know what? I'm a experiment. So so he's gonna go with Endeavor. He decided to go with Endeavor because they're gonna ask why he picked Endeavor, and Deku's answer is gonna be because he's the number 2 hero, and that's really gonna be like that's really gonna be his excuse to go to Endeavor. But the real reason he's going to Endeavor because he doesn't know that Gran Torino is going to Hosu City. But I mean, I think Endeavor's like operation, like his area, that's his area, like Hosu City. That's where he, patrol, I guess. And after a while, they go to Hosu City with Todoroki's with him too, obviously, because he wants to master his fire a good bit, master fire better. And Endeavor was like, oh, he got the third. Wait, yeah, he got the third place and he got first place. Once his son is one is this overpowered broken kid, and Endeavor trying to give off some intimidation, but Deku was like, you can try your best, but I mean, like because Deku knows he could pretty much beat anybody at this point. He knows he could beat All Might, but he's not gonna just show up and be like, I'm stronger than All Might and all that. But you know he's strong like that. And Endeavor says, you know what, we're gonna go out and patrol around Osu City. And Deku in his mind is like, oh, what a coincidence! That's exactly what I needed. So Todoroki, he was explaining. He explained to Deku that Ida ain't isn't Ida here, and Deku's like, so you finally catching on, and then Todoroki realized why he picked Endeavor, and he's like, and Todoroki's like, oh, okay, so Ida's going after Stain, and you're here, yes, to save his life because we all know he's gonna die if we don't do anything, and so yeah, and Todoroki's like, yeah, and so basically Endeavor like Deku and Todoroki convinces Endeavor to like separate and go off and patrol this area. So they just go to alleys like because they know that's what he like. That's where Stain like to go because I mean you're a hero killer. You can't just do it out in the open. So they just assume he's going to be in the alleys, and at the alleys they were. By the time they get there, uh, one of the heroes, I forgot what the hero name, Native, he's there. He's practically almost at death's door. Um, Ira's crying, bleeding out. Uh, he didn't lose a limb, but he's bleeding out a good chunk, and he's about to get killed. And Shoto is like, we gotta do something, man. And Ida and Deku, I said Ida, and Deku, he's like, I got this. So he kind of just turn in the light. He just runs at Stain and then, you know, kicks him in the head or tries to kick him in the head. He aims a little lower, like at the stomach area, you know, because Stain kind of heard the light and he turned as fast as he just like, what? And Deku didn't, think he turned, so you probably could say like, Deku could still hit him in the head, but let's just say for this, he doesn't. Like he tries to, but kind of messes up a little bit. And so after that, um, you know, they just, Stain was like, cause he's still winded. He's like, ooh, that was a pretty good kick, and he tells Todoroki to grab to grab Ida and Native, and Deku got this. And you know, Stain is like, oh, oh, I'm trying to save him out like a true hero or whatever. And Deku's like, why you attack Native and Ida? Because like in Deku's head, he know why he attacked Ida, but why he attacked Native, and he was like, these are all false heroes. They doing it for the fame and the money. I respect true heroes. I only want true heroes in this world. And bro, Deku's like, he's kind of nodding his head a little bit. He's like, Stain isn't wrong exactly, but I mean, And then he said, "What about Ingenium?" And I mean, and Stain kind of staggered a little bit. He's like, I mean, he could have been did it for the money, but the reason why, I like Ingenium. Uh, I forgot Tinya's brother name, but Ida's brother. He he was a hero for the family and stuff like that. So he had a good cause for being a hero. And then Stain would kind of just attack Deku with the sword, and Deku knows he can't really touch him, but he since he said it's been a while, so he just kind of spread his hands out and he summoned his light sword, lightsaber. I still don't. It has a name, but I can't think of it because it's stupid. It's a stupid long name, but if y'all want a name, like if y'all want a name for his lightsaber, because I don't know, calling it lightsaber over and over, just, I mean, it's accurate and it's right, but I mean, call it something else. uh, but yeah, so they sword fighting and all of that, having some good clashes, and Stain throws some knives at Deku. Deku, tries to block him, but it hits him with quotations there, and it just passes through him, and Stain's like, oh, so that's how it is. And so Stain's kind of scared because at that point he realized that he can't cut him, which means he's not gonna bleed, which means Stain can't use his quirk on him. So Stain realized that, and he realized Todoroki came back. He dropped him off, to Never, and Todoroki had ran back. He didn't, like, he explained what's happening. That's why Endeavor is running after him, but Endeavor's pretty behind because he had to worry about the other two. Todoroki came back, and as soon as Stain noticed it, he went after Todoroki, and Todoroki tries to use fire and ice, but Stain just kind of finesses the ice and the fire, and then he hits Todoroki and makes it bleed, licks the blood. Stain kind of, I respect Stain, but his quirk is just, it was like he was made to be a villain. Like, he can't, like, you could see how he could become a hero, but at the same time, it's like that quirk is specifically made for you to be villainous, my friend. I'm sorry. But yeah, after that, Deku, he looks back, he's like Todoroki, and Stain's kind of holding him because he knows he can't beat Deku because he's practically invincible. And Stain notices. Stain kind of notices is a mirror, like a small little mirror, and Stain's thinking because he's like, he knows Deku could just rush him. So he's like, he noticed a mirror, and it's like his sword is practically useless. So he's thinking about a mirror because it's light, and he's wondering if he could just bounce it back. So this is what happens. Deku fires a laser. Stain grabs the mirror. It's pretty dirty, but it's clean enough. So you know, it bounces back at Deku, and it just kind of just moves into Deku again, and Deku was like, huh, because Deku really didn't thought Stain was gonna come up with something like that, and but so Deku thought like he has to get rid of that mirror rather quickly. So what he did was pick up a rock and chuck it. I'm not gonna say as fast as you can because speed of light, but he chucks it, breaks the mirror, and as soon as that happened, Deku just like and Shoto is still kind of paralyzed, so he just kind of moves moves around Todoroki and just kicks Stain right in the head. And Stain's unconscious now. Stain is unconscious now. He's asleep. He is sleepy night night, and he ain't getting up no time soon because that could kind of put a little oomph into the kick because of Todoroki. He kind of got Todoroki, and Todoroki was like thanks, and paralyzed kind of wore off kind of a little bit. So yeah, and after that Endeavor comes, he's like, where's Stain, whatever, and you know, Stain is pretty much out. He's pretty much out cold for the most part. Well, they think he's out, but again, you never know. So after a while, they just talking and stuff about, all the injuries and stuff about how like Ida and Native are okay. Uh, Todoroki got cut a few times, so he's good. And Deku is practically unscathed for the most part. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Nomu, uh, flying Nomu out of nowhere grabs Todoroki. Yeah, it doesn't aim for Deku this time because I mean, if it did aim for Deku, it wouldn't have worked. So yeah, he's aiming for Todoroki, and Todoroki is still kind of, he's still kind of, trying to get off the paralysis. So he can't really use his quirk that much. So as soon as the Nomu grabs it, yeah, Deku just zips up, towards the Nomu and just, laser beams its head because it knows the head's the weakness, and it just, and then down goes to Nomu, and you know everything should be rather good, you know everything is all coming good. And Ida's at the hospital, Toroki is at the hospital, Deku is also there, but he's not really hurt. They just wanted to make sure, because Stain and all that happened. Stain didn't get up, by the way. He's back. They locked him up. He's in prison. So, and you're probably wondering, what about the speech and all that? And well, he let me not say he didn't get up. He got up. He said what he had to say, but there was really no need. Like everyone kind of froze, but passed out again because the cake was so powerful. So he managed to say a speech, but that was pretty much after everything was said and done. And yeah, so they're at the hospital, so that's that. So another villain's gonna appear. So and now Dobby. By the way, Dobby's one of my favorite characters. Okay, yeah, the aftermath. After all that, the dog, detective, cop, whatever, which honestly, it's kind of perfect, like kind of a perfect quirk for a cop, a dog quirk, but like he's a literal dog. Like he just got a dog head. Like it's like okay, bro. The dog was like, roof, roof, yada yada. Can't be using your quirks without permission and without your license and all that. But he was like, he was legally required to say that. But in other words, like after that, he was like, y'all did good. Managed to take down the hero killer. That was pretty nuts. That was pretty wild. And Ida apologized because, well, I mean, it's basically his fault that pretty much, you know, that thing kind of happened. So, and Deku and Todoroki's like, hey man, we your friends. Just let us know if something goes down. You can talk to us. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but yeah, you can talk to us. And Todoroki's like, yeah. And, they got to hospital and everyone, like, next few days or so, day or so, you know, Deku, you know, Ida and Todoroki, they all, after that, they go to school and, everyone was like, wow, we heard you fought Stain and all that. And Todoroki ain't big, but like, he was like, yeah, I ain't really do much. Deku, and he was the one who took him out. And everyone was like, whoa. Bakugo was kind of fuming, and he's like, too bad I wasn't there. And Deku's like, yeah, you would have probably fell for his grip. So like, Bakugo, nah, he just growling, and he's like, whoa, dude. Like, and like the other like Kaminari and Mineta, they kind of noticed. They're like, did he just growl? And it's like, he growled again. Like, he's like, and so everyone, they all talking about what else they did in the internships, basically, and I think it was Sero and Kirishima that was talking shit to Bakugo. Because wait, no. That didn't really happen because he went with Grant's, not okay, yeah. So yeah, pretty much everything, was all saying good, but yeah. Um, let's see. You know, um, should I? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Now we got final exams. All right, we got final exams and all that, and you know, oh, while all this is happening, All Might tells Bakugo, and Bakugo tells Deku about the history of One for All and all that, and Deku's like, interesting. All right, but they're gearing up for final exams and all that. Uh, the test portion of it, that's rather easy. All of the rankings are the same. Uh, Momo's first. Deku is second this time. Deku is second. Todoroki's third. Bakugo's fourth. So yeah, all that's the same. Then the practical test, the final exams, and they all of the things are basically the same. Todoroki and wait, yes, Todoroki and it's not. It's gonna be slightly like for this fight specifically. It's pretty much gotta be the same because it pretty much makes sense. We're gonna change up like maybe two. Like it's not gonna be Todoroki and Momo. It's gonna be like Todoroki and maybe uh Ochako or somebody because it's a final exams you know and if you're wondering about Momo and all that, Momo was actually asking Deku if they wanted to study, but Deku was like I got that, and Momo was like, oh, okay, so yeah, Momo teams up with actually they switch Chaco and Momo they switch, so Momo's with Aoyama, I think that's his name, and Ochaka's with Todoroki. But everything else is the same. Uh, and the same kind of thing had like the same thing happens with the way Momo and Aoyama wins. It's basically the same thing, the way with Ochako, but with Momo instead, because apparently Aoyama and if y'all know what I'm talking about, the dude with the laser, with the belly button laser, the naval laser, yeah, him, yeah. So apparently he has the sixth sense, like the sixth sense to tell who likes who, and he just like, so do you like Midoriya? And Momo started blushing and all that, and she wasn't, that caught her off guard completely. She didn't know what was that, and you know, because at first, like, she was like, not really, but like she started to think, and she's like, maybe, I guess she's very indecisive, and but you got to remember, she's going towards a black hole, toward death. So 13 kind of just, had to turn a quirk off, and I don't know what gender the Space Hero 13 is. I don't know what that thing's gender is. I think I'm just gonna assume it's a female. But yeah, anyway. Uh, and Momo managed to lock her up. So yeah. But now it's time for the important one here, and that's Deku and Bakugo versus All Might. All the others are the same. They all, some fail, some pass. Y'all should know. But yeah, this one, they're more inclined to work together. So, and Deku he's gonna let loose a little bit because it's All Might, and All Might starts it off with I think it's a Detroit smash or a Texas smash. This again. No, I think it was a Texas smash. He starts it off late, and he broke all the windows, and it basically made it to where there's only one exit again. And that kid was like, I could just run there with you, and we win. But Bakugo was like, nah, we gotta beat All Might, and that kid's like, yeah, okay, all right, let's do this the hard way then. So Bakugo charged in first. Like he was just ready to just lay the hands on All Might, and All Might kind of like the explosions sting more because of One for All, and it's kind of like he's doing his damnedest. He's rapid firing big explosions. They're not really doing shit. All Might punches the shit out of him right in the gut, and Bakugo just goes flying, and Deku grabs him, midair because you don't want his teammate flying off into the stratosphere. so so they kind of just hide off into a corner, like into the alley, and Deku was like, "So you still want to do it the hard way, man? You pretty much threw all your biggest explosions out at him, and that really didn't do much anything." And Bakugo was like, "Shut up, Deku. Just think of a plan or something. That doesn't require us running away, or we need to beat All Might." And Deku was like, what plan? Um, you could hit him with your gauntlets, and then I'll hit him with a pretty decent kick. That's a plan. And Bakugo's like, is it gonna work? And Deku's like, well, unless he dodges, that's the only thing we gotta worry about. And you know, Deku just fires off, and they kind of just go back into the main road, and All Might sees them. Deku kicks an inner laser beam at All Might, you know, as a warning shot essentially, and the back of All Might just kind of just like like All Might just walking forward after it missed, and All Might didn't think he missed on purpose, and he was like All Might tried to dodge it, and he did, and he was like, "Nice try, heroes," and just this big explosion happens behind All Might, making him look as badass as he can be, and it's like you're supposed to distract him, not make him look more badass or whatever. And All Might rushed at him, and All Might knows he can't really touch Deku, so his plan is to basically attack him with wind pressure, because I mean that's not gonna do much damage to Deku, but it's something. It's gonna affect him in some way, if not just a little bit. That's what All Might's thinking. So, but with Bakugo, he could just straight up beat the dog shit out of Bakugo at his leisure, really. So that's what he does. He honestly just beats the ever loving shit out of Bakugo. And Bakugo is just using big ass explosions. It's like boom, boom, boom. And you're probably wondering, shouldn't this hurt even more than usual? Like, it does, but it really don't matter. All Might still just bam, bam. And if you're curious about what happened to the gauntlets, Deku has one of them. The other one broke. Yeah. While the ass whooping was commencing, it broke. The one on Bakugo's arm broke. So Deku got in very close, light, and just and he just like pulls it, and it made a big ass. It just I don't know why I did that, but I don't know why I did that. But anyway, it made a giant explosion. It pushed All Might back a good bit. He flew back, and they just tried to walk away, but All Might, hit it with New Hampshire smash, and yeah, hit Bakugo right in the back, right, just fucked his back up. Just you heard the crunch, just like, oh yeah, his back is probably broken, and just and then he like, and he says, you know what, I know I'm probably not gonna hit him, but maybe this will work. And he charges up, a Texas smash, and Deku's like, okay. So he hits him with a diving light kick, which honestly I'm starting to think I should get a name for that. St. Louis Smash, fuck it. Just St. Louis Smash or something, you know, high jump kick. And they basically clash, you know, because All Might can touch the light, right? Because he can't hurt Deku, but he can at least touch the light, what? I mean, I said that twice, Jesus, because he could touch the light, and the light is like a physical light, so you could touch the light, but it's not gonna affect Deku. So All Might's thinking he's actually, doing something, and Deku just kind of got his other leg getting charged up, and you know what, and and he just like kicks All Might right in the jawbone, right in his chiseled chin, and yeah, got All Might ragdolling to the building, and he kind of just drags Bakugo. He doesn't carry Bakugo like in anime. He just drags him by the back of his collar, and the the hero team wins and all that, and yeah, and yeah, you know what? I'm gonna end it off. I'm gonna end it off right there. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna end it off here. Uh, part six is gonna be part six is gonna be a pretty long episode. Yeah, part six is gonna be a rather long episode, so just stay tuned for that. And uh like the like when I say pretty long, I'm like the first part of it's gonna be like kind of like a fillerish part, and then like we go into the you know to the that area for season, and they're going to do that summer camp training thing. Yeah, that they doing that. So yeah. Uh, what else? What else? If y'all got like some ideas for attacks he can do, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Uh, what else? What else? What else? What else? Um, uh, and I'm sorry about the shipping thing. I'm not good with that, so forgive me. That's why that's why I had a little filler. And yeah, that should be it. Uh, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.